Hide. Sultan replies CAN Christian leaders. The Sultan of Sokoto, Alhaji Saad Abubakar, has denied the claims by Christians and leaders of the Christian Association of Nigeria CAN over the killings and persecution of Christians in Nigeria. Hello guys, you are welcome to Prospect Channel TV. Here we give you updates of things happening around you and the world as a whole. I want to appreciate everyone who have subscribed to this channel. Thank you for your support. God bless you. Please, if you are here for the first time, kindly press the subscribe button and also press the bell icon. This is where you get notification whenever I upload a video. Please note that your comments and your likes mean so much to this. Thank you very much for coming out here. God bless you all. Now to the news in detail. The Sultan replies CAN Christian leaders. The Sultan of Sokoto, Alhaji Saad Abubakar, has denied the claims by Christians and leaders of the Christian Association Nigeria CAN over the killings and persecution of Christians in Nigeria. Speaking during the Nigeria Inter-Religious Council meeting held in Abuja on Thursday, March 12, 2020, the Sultan, who is the leader of the Muslim faith in Nigeria, faulted the claims by CAN and other Christian leaders about attacks targeted at Christians, persecutions, and denial of certain privileges in the practice of their belief. The Sultan said, "It pains me when we gathered in other meetings and agreed on measures that would promote religious peace, unity, and tolerance, but shortly after, you will begin to hear stories of persecution here and there." Apparently, the Sultan is preaching tolerance and also validating its stance that Muslims are also affected by the killings in some parts of northern Nigeria. The Sultan's speech is in reaction to the recent protest by some Catholic bishops in northern Nigeria expressing their dissatisfaction about the state of the nation and also incidents of attack on the Christian faith. The Sultan, however, stated that marching or protest in CAN way of calling on God to intervene in the state of the nation is not wrong, but it should not be done for show-off purpose or crying wolf where there is none. Therefore, allowing the terrorists to come in between the two religion groups. Also speaking at the meeting in Secretariat of Government, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, SGF boss Mustafa, who cautioned about statements and utterances that could incite violence among people, and he also dispelled the claims of persecution of Christians in Nigeria. He also urged that the religion leaders to be good and be a good role models in the society. Several Christian leaders in Nigeria have spoken bitterly about this persecution of Christians in Nigeria. Prominent among them is Bishop David Oyedepo of the Living Faith Church Worldwide. And hopefully the Sultan's speech will go a long way on bringing together these two religious group, and see how they will resolve the grievances between the Christian and the Muslims faiths in Nigeria. But hi guys, how do you see this? What's your take on this? The Sultan of Sokoto, Alhaji Saad Abubakar, has denied the claims by Christians and some leaders of Christian Association of Nigeria CAN over the killings and the persecution of Christians in Nigeria. Speaking during the Nigeria Inter-Religious Council meeting held in Abuja on Thursday, March 12, 2020, the Sultan, who is the leader of the Muslim faith in Nigeria, faulted the claims by CAN and other Christian leaders about attacks targeted at Christians, persecutions, and denial of certain privilege in the practice of their belief. The Sultan stated that it pains him so much when they gather together in other meetings therever to agree on measures that will promote religious peace, unity, and tolerance. But shortly after they know it, they'll begin to hear stories of persecution here and there. Okay? So what do you think about this? Because the Sultan speech is in the reaction to the recent protest by some Catholic bishop in northern Nigeria, expressing their dissatisfaction about the state of the nation, okay, about the killings of Christians in Nigeria. Okay, before I take some reactions here, let me just drop a little thing about this. I remember the last year, December, when these bandits, ISAP also beheaded some Christians. You know, they video it and they show it to the world to see how angry they are about this religion, this Christians, the Christianity. They say they are against it. I remember that. And also, so many times you see this group of persons, these bandits, adopting reverend fathers, reverend sisters, pastors, killing them, and all that. I remember the last one I watched was a very gory site I visited when they beheaded the CAN chairman in Adamawa State. Okay, so if Christians are protesting about the persecution of Christians in Nigeria, I don't think they are out of the track. So the only thing I have to say here is there is no need of the Muslims religious group and the Christians to indicting each other. What they're supposed to do now is, stick together to fight this cause, so that by the end of the day, they will all succeed and it will all end in praise. Okay? Because if you look at this thing critically, I don't understand what these people want. The ISAP or Boko Haram or whatever their name is, I don't understand what they want. In the first place, they said they are against Christian religion. You see them killing Muslims. They also say they are against Western education. Now, they've given warning to the Biafran nations, IPOB, that they don't want these people to agitate further for their freedom. So if you look at this thing critically, one does not know what these people want. We don't know who is sponsoring them, and we don't know what they really want. So there is no need fighting each other. They should try and see how they will fight this cause together, so that this ASAP or whatever they call their name, Boko Haram, whatever, will be defeated, and Nigerians will have peace. Because there is no peace in this nation. There is no peace. People sleep with one eye closed. You don't know what is going to happen the next minute because of these so-called people. Okay? So that is what I say. This is just the little I can chip in here, that they should work together and see how these people will be defeated. Okay? So let me just take one reaction by most Nigerians that have reacted here. Okay, this one said, please go and sit down, Sultan of Sokoto. We all know that these people, they're against the Christians, okay? Yeah, everybody with their opinion, whatever. but I know that the numbers of Nigerians that have been killed, most of them are Christians.